I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided, and now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the almighty people flee out of a desire to live on. But me, I have no such thought. The almighty Shogun often speaks, just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, So you see, as bleak as...
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before... But I suppose once this catastrophe... Oh, goodness me. The almighty Shogun... One moment, I'll just... Really? But it's always been right by my... I couldn't possibly...
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun, you're not...
This place is... Leave it to us.
But... I can't decide whether...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most...
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for...
It's the Traveler! And the almighty Shogun! How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm...
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun...
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, he may well have had an inkling. The philosophy of life that...
You and Makoto...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, they are similar. When you came now...
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was...
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now... I no longer cling.
Almighty Shogun! I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your Excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not...
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long. As was the...
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably light-hearted. But now, I'd like to broach the events of 500 years ago. Not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or... perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me. Yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision,
That's quite a story.
when I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. No one questioned it, and yet its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of with the help of the sacred Sakura's power. I was finally able...
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes. Humanity had such a great love for this land, and for its people. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that he was somehow...
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing, and also, so... I'm...
Oh, well, that boy. Both of you have experienced great...
With this last cup of tea? Thank you.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again, please
Hey! Are you...
fear... Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down! Illusion shattered! There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Shine down! Torn to oblivion! My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take... We'll deal with the Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all...
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming back from...
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am.
No need to worry, Almighty.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are if the Almighty Shogun is in trouble...
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us once... This hope is the light that will guide...
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
For mercy. Yeah. Ha! 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 Crush! Ra! Sir! K! K! Yeah. Witness the power of Gugwa! Huh? Hup! Ha! Huh. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Ha! Ra! Beg for mercy! Sir!
Boba, get them! You're toast! Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go! Oh.
Shudder! Ha! Ha! Beg for mercy! Sir! Ha! Ha! Shudder! Ha! Sir! Ha! Beg for mercy! Yeah! Sir! Sir! Crush! Ra! Ha! Sir! Beg for mercy! Ra! Crush! Yeah! Ha! Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never...
Thank you all.
Are you...
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was the monsters will definitely come. Quickly, escort her ex...
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun...
Well, what...
We will stay here and guard. We are brothers in all.
Just leave it to us. But the Almighty Shogun, no matter what kind of...
Thank you all. I should not have left it.
Don't worry, with you leading...
Glory to the Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice, the result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that...
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to think, but what Inazuma... Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still... Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on. He looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up! What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it. It looks like... the situation... No need. She is calling me. The time has come. Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What?
A battleground. One where... We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
It's... This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto? Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place... Look! It's another A!
Traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have won.